of the journey. I'm Deacon Ken, and welcome to the Divine Journey. So we have made a tremendous amount of progress on the landing page and all the things that are part of it, and I want to give you a little bit of an update. It's going to be fully live and functional by Friday with links to everything you need to know about the journey. The 5 rules of discipleship, well, there'll be a link to that, so you'll be able to download that for free. I want it to be either a tool you want to use, something that you can use as a guidepost. You can use it as a model to make your own 5 rules. I just want everyone to incorporate spiritual growth. Part of this is more important than the physical reconstruction of the Holy Spirit's temple. So I wanted to include that on the landing page. I also wanted to give you an understanding of the meal planning, and as we go, I'll upload videos of some of the things that I'm making, but I want you to see the combination of the foods. So I'm going to start with what we call the food synergy map, and I'd like to explain this a little bit because there's a lot that went into this, because food combinations are far more important than we have come to realize. And as I looked at eating no processed foods, I wanted to make sure I was eating foods that were going to help me and that the combination of those foods was purposeful. God designed all of this in a very special and specific way. So I wanted to walk you through what we're doing. I'm really looking at this food combinations as more medicinal than it is nutrition, but nutrition will obviously be a big part of it. So I've done this intentionally, and what this diagram is going to show is how these specific foods work together. The olive oil in the dressing that I use on the salads that I make is what's going to allow for the fat-soluble vitamins in the kale and the romaine lettuce to be absorbed more thoroughly and completely. The vitamin C that's in the strawberries and the blueberries that I'll eat almost every day will amplify the iron absorption from the salmon and from the chickpeas that are in the salad I eat, and I can't wait to share some of the salad recipes with you. I'm a huge lover of salads, so this part isn't going to be hard for me. The apple cider vinegar in the drinks that I have on a daily basis, as well in the salad dressing that I use, there's tremendous properties in that, and it will slow the sugar absorption. Even though it's natural sugars that will be in the fruits, it'll slow that down and help it metabolize more effectively. So these aren't random choices. They are clearly designed by God, as I said, and the nutrition framework that comes with them is going to be hugely effective and make a big difference in my life. As much as I have loved and enjoyed cookies and cakes and ice cream and all that sort of thing, I also have paid the price. And that's one of the reasons that, as I continue to say, I'm trying to reclaim the temple of the Holy Spirit. The next big thing is the water fasting. And if you've never done a water fast, I'm not trying to encourage you to do so. It's something you want to think about. I can't encourage you strongly enough to have a conversation with your doctor. I know one of the early water fasts I did, it sounds strange, but I didn't drink enough water and had a really horrible experience dehydration-wise. So it's not something that you can take lightly. It's very serious, and if you're not prepared to do it, I don't do it. I happen to have a tremendous amount of stored resources that can help me get through extended fasts, and the further I go into this, the less frequently I will be able to do them, and they won't be as long as the ones that I'm going to do in the very beginning. But I did want to explain to you and let people know for 2 reasons. One, I think it's a good thing to know as far what the benefits of a water fast are. Secondly, I don't want you guys to think that I'm totally crazy going for 10 to 14 days on a water fast. There's a lot of health benefits that do come from it. As you look at this first portion, tells you everything that happens to your body in the first few hours and then the first few days. And then this portion gives you an understanding of what happens on a cellular level. So most people think that fasting is simply a way of not eating, and this really reveals a lot of the benefits that come from fasting in particular, especially extended fasts. So it's one of the more powerful ways of healing the body. It gives us the opportunity to really, in a regenerative way, heal our body on a cellular level. So, in a nutshell, no pun intended, this is much of what is going to be on the landing page. Most importantly, there will be a section here to join the community, and it's something that I can't ask you often enough. I don't want to do this alone. I want as many people to join with me. I'm not asking you guys to, go through as much as I'm going to go through. I'm hoping that most of you aren't 200 pounds overweight. So all of this will be here as far as, the benefits that come from the community. The app will be here. The app, I'll show it to you again on Friday and Saturday. I'll make it available after I've had 30 days to test it. So by July 1st, the app will be available if you'd like to download it and try it at no cost for the first 30 days. It also has a lot of different dimensions, that is, on how you can help yourself on a day-to-day basis. Again, much of this is designed because of what I need, but as I've talked to people about it, there's a lot of tools here that can help anybody. Thank you so much for your continued support, for subscribing, for sharing. Please continue to, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Please consider joining the community. Until we meet again, may the peace of Christ be with you today and always.